So we're going to spend some time unpacking these occurring worlds. Very enlightening, yes, to take a look at this stuff and to go back and really try to see what it is that's driving you. When we're look, first of all, there's nothing wrong with your occurring world belief. There's nothing wrong with the habit of believing it. There's nothing wrong with having those thoughts. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Most of this we had no choice about. So I just want to keep saying that, right? This is not you're bad because you have some, not super supportive and enlightening occurring world belief. It's really about you getting conscious. And so consciousness involves our masculine, right? Awareness involves our masculine. Feeling involves our feminine. So I'm asking you to put on your consciousness hat and get clear on what it is that sort of unconsciously drives your view of the world. Because as I said before, you can't rise above the level that you see the world. You just cannot move past the way that you see the world. Because no matter what, it's like if your recurring world is something like there's a meteor shower, right? Like how far are you going to actually make it outside without getting pelted by meteors, right? So if there's a meteor shower, you're going to be constantly feeling this. This is kind of what our thoughts are like. They're kind of like meteors that come at us. And so we're expecting to step out into a meteor shower and not get pelted. So this idea of creating a new occurring world is a lot of quantum physics now has talked about this, but the process is going from awareness of the body-mind to shifting of the body-mind to creating a new neural pathway, and then it's just a matter of repeating. Because how many times in your life has the occurring world belief repeated? Millions, hundreds of thousands, something like that, yeah? Got to repeat it. Otherwise, it'll be just like Dispenza talks about. There's absolutely no way that it'll stick. Because just like going to a great yoga retreat and then coming home and never doing yoga again, you're not going to have a lot of shifting. So I'm giving you the disclaimers up front and saying this is the beginning of a technology that will abso-fucking-lutely change your life. Absolutely change the way that your world occurs to you. Absolutely change what you magnetize. Absolutely change the way that you experience yourself if you continue to practice it daily. That a lot of your occurring worlds were around being too much. I'm too much, right? I'm too much. The old too much, not enough dichotomy. So many women have that. You're certainly not alone. But there's even deeper most of the time. I'm too much is usually a little too broad. And we stay broad in the explorations of these. Why? Because we don't necessarily want to get to the very core of it. Because if we did, then everything would shift for us and our ego would flip out. Right? Self-exploration causes the ego to do all kinds of fucking crazy things. So don't be surprised. I'm going to say this because don't be surprised if there's like a fuck ton of resistance, or you just literally can't see it, or all of a sudden you hate me and everybody else don't be surprised if that kind of stuff happens, because your ego will fight back. Your ego has created an entire persona, literally an embodied persona around this belief, series of beliefs.